Welcome to another episode of Sprue Grey TV, where instead of painting toy soldiers, I'm playing Clash Royale. And it totally seems like a fair exchange of time. Anyway, I've, after months of trying, finally made it out of PEKKA's Playhouse and got into Spell Valley, and then promptly got flogged twice and dumped back to PEKKA's Playhouse. But I've seen the lofty heights of the next level, and we'll have a look at the match that gets me out of PEKKA's Playhouse in a sec. What I do want to do is possibly bring you a bit of a warning. When you're getting close to the border between two different arenas, and from PEKKA's to Spell Valley, for example, I had to face in the next game totally broken mirrored barbarians, and it was actually kind of awesome, actually, if I'm honest. But the point is, you will face stuff above your punching weight. So I had to face a mirror, and in fact that somebody had used to mirror barbarians, and it could easily be done to mirror something like dragons or PEKKAs or whatever it is that they're going to use. So as you get close to the boundary between two arenas, just be aware that you'll be fighting obviously harder opponents, but they may be guys who've been bumped out of the level above back down to your level, and they'll be coming with all the tricks and lovely things that come from that level above. So with that warning out of the way, let's have a look at the match. Okay. So as per usual, let's have a bit of a look at the game itself. This is, as we can see, my entry into Arena 5, which is hugely exciting. But my deck I'll talk about in a minute actually, and I've had a couple of victories. But I'm sitting right at the barrier between PEKKA's Playhouse and the next level, which is Spell Valley. And I'm playing my boy from Savage Ninjas. Give him a bit of good luck. Drop my knight and a couple of archers just on the side. This is to test, and you see there, mirrored barbarians. What the hell, man? I've got a pistolier cannoneer there as well, and then he goes and drops his rage. So I've got angry barbarians mirrored. You know, while this was happening, I actually forgot that I had my knight push on the side, and I managed to take out his tower, which I was kind of excited about. So now I've got two knights, one of which just got poleaxed by some arrows. I'm continuing the push, now putting pressure on his king tower. I've got to tell you though, that mirrored barbarians thing, that's got me thinking, and it was kind of exciting, but not in a way that was good. Now I've kind of sacrificed this tower over the side for the hog rider in order to keep the pressure up on his king tower. I'm going to ignore the skeletons because I'll never get there. But slowly, waiting for my elixir to rebuild. I've got a dragon incoming, so I chuck some goblins who promptly die. Now I'm going up with the cannoneer. I can't remember what I was thinking here, because all he does is drop some barbarians and chops me into pieces. He's putting the pressure on now. And I've got the goblins and also now the rage and the barbarians coming in on my king tower. It's a dangerous thing, but I'm taking a calculated risk at this point, knowing that given that I can drop something to counter them, they weren't going to do a heap of damage. I don't know why that's happened, but okay, let's go on. We can see that the push continues, and that slowly, I'm keeping up the pressure. So I've gone into the last minute. It's 2 times elixir. He arrows off my minions, that was always going to happen. My knight's making his move up. He's throwing barbarians at it, which is kind of scary because they're going to eat him. And there's that mirror again, which I'm just dead impressed by. I thought that rocket might be enough to take out his tower to give me the 2-1 win. But as it turns out, it wasn't. And now he's got rage going off on a hog rider, plus those stupid mirrored bloody barbarians. They are so angry, so much angry. That can't be healthy for you. So I'm doing what I can to defend against them. Again, not massively worried by the goblins, the skeletons, and they're just doing their thing. But I've got to get a final push in, and that final push is going to have to be good in order to take this guy out. It's getting close to the end, and we go into sudden death overtime. All I've got to do is knock down that tower, and my hog rider does it for the win. So that was going to get very ugly if I hadn't have got over that. Dr. 0088. So another good win for the home team. One thing I'd like to, again, point out is just watch out for that stuff coming down from on high, because it will brutalise you as it did me. And hopefully you can be aware of it and be ready for it, and be ready to counter stuff from the higher end. So let's have a look at my deck. Okay, so let's have a look at the deck. In there I've got the Hog Rider, the Valkyrie, and the Hand Cannoner, or the Musketeer, backed up by little minions just in case. And then I've really just got my standard run stuff, which is the Knight, the Archers, and the Spear Goblins. I've thrown in the Rocket there just for that final blast if the opportunity presents itself, which seems to be working pretty well as well. The basic theory is drop the Musketeer, the Valkyrie, and then back it up with the Hog Rider running across the screen. An alternative is also things like the Knight dropped with the Hog Rider to back it up. The goal being hit the meat sticks, or hit the beat sticks first, and then hit the Hog Rider, by which time the Hog Rider should have done some damage. So that's the end of my play video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.